So it's been a little while since I've done a Turo earnings recap, so I thought I'd do a bit of a deep dive on that today and have a look at our stats for November. So November was our first full month of having all 10 cars on the platform. So previous to that, I've had some cars off the road, some getting damage repairs and a few other issues, but now we're back to 10 cars. Just got car number 11 yesterday, so should get a full recap for December of 11 cars, which would be some good insight as well. But I thought I'd have a look at a deep dive on the entire November and have a look at what 10 cars for an entire month can do. Now for me, I can run these 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It doesn't impact my day-to-day business, so your earnings may differ from that because you may not have that ability. At this stage I do, so the earnings of my cars may be slightly higher than yours, I'm not sure, but just some background on where I'm at. So if we have a look at here, earnings so far for this year, we are at $71,866. I still remember when I did $1,000 a month and I was blown away that I could make $1,000. And then I got to 10,000, to 20, got to 40, 50 was a big milestone, and then I've blinked and now I'm at 71. So I think it won't be too far away before we hit the 100K milestone. Now across the 2 years, I think I'm just over 100, just under 100 grand, but I want to try and do 100K in a year. So we'll see how we go for that. So if we have a look in November here, I wonder if I could do by a month. Not really. So you can look November, $12,294 so far. Still, there's another $365 to come, which will be finished today when 2 cars get dropped off tonight. And then missed earnings of $151 from someone that cancelled a trip there. So if we have a look here, into the performance in the back end of your Turo package here, it's not going to work for me. My internet's pretty slow today. Haven't picked the best day to do a review here, but here we go. Still after all those trips, in the last 365 days, I've done 223 ratings, and all 5 stars. Still, we've maintained our immaculate 5-star ratings. Performance-wise, these are the new metrics for all-star host status. As you can see, I've had 1 cancellation from an issue with a questionable customer. My 5 stars, 66 out of 76. Now you can see why the percentages are so low is because these are from customers who haven't left reviews at all. And by not leaving a review, Turo is classing that as a 0 star. So this is why the percentages are so low. So I've had 10 people not leave reviews. Now when the customers can leave a review, they can choose to leave a review for all parts or just an overall. Some customers just choose overall. Again, sometimes if they don't leave a review, Turo classes that as a negative as well. So is that fair? I don't know. A lot of my customers who don't leave 5-star reviews are ones that don't have the app. They just book it on the computer or on the internet on their phone, and they don't get the reminders, the messages, the notifications or anything. So I think, I would say out of the 10 that haven't left me a review there, I would say 9 of them are because they don't have the actual app. But hey, it is what it is. So we looked at each vehicle now. I want to break down and see per vehicle which is been the most profitable and highest utilization, I guess. So car number 1, the Hyundai Accent. So we looked at this car we bought in July, August 1630. So this car is charged out at $65 per day. So it's a good affordable option for people. I paid, I think it was about $12,000 for this car, so I've earned $5,500 so far. You can see October $12.95, November $14.29, and $151 in missed earnings. December at $5.19, so averaging around that $1,400 mark. Haven't got my calculator here. Yes, I do. So if we say 4 months, 5581 into 4 months, $13.95, so about $1,400 per month, which is a very, very good return for a car like that. Hyundai i30, we'll have a look at this one. Haven't had this one for very long at all. Yeah, so I got that in October for 2 days, and then November was its first month. $780 in November. This car in particular had on the calendar that people would book it for 2 days, and it'd be an odd week, so it's 2 days, then a 4-day gap, then 2 days again, then a 6-day gap. So it was really hard for anyone to book it long term. So I think that's been the issue with this car this month. The Kia Sorento 2017. So look at it, yeah, almost 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 6 months. So month 1, 915, 1608, 1318. Had a cancellation from someone who couldn't get here. So you say 1200, 1100, and it looks about the same, about 12 to 1300 for that car as well. LDV D90. So this car was $34,000. I got a loan for this car. So the earnings of this car need to be a bit higher to justify that expense. Because if you're earning the same money, you might as well just buy a car for 10 grand. So far we've made almost $12,000 on this one. This is a big 7-seater as well, so people really like this car. So if you don't have a 7-seater in your fleet yet, you should definitely look at doing that. Month 1, 950, 1260, almost 2 grand, 1580, 1490, 15. So around that 1600, 1700 per month. It looks to be, and December very strong because it's a good, perfect car for people through Christmas holidays. So LDV D90, you can get them second-hand now. The second-hand market for those isn't that strong. You can get it for about 20, 22K, so that may be an option you want to look at adding to your fleet. My 2 dual cab utes, sort of a bit hit and miss lately. I don't know what's going on. I think it may be a brand issue. People who hire utes don't want the brand. This car's earned $12,500. It's almost done a full year. April I had to take it down. I had to use it personally. I didn't have any cars left, and I had no car for myself, so that's why I used it in April. March 1,000, May almost 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 13, 2,000, September, November 1,800. So again, a pretty consistent earner as well. The other LDV T60, again a little bit up and down, 1,200, 1,500 in June, September 1,790, October, November 1,125, down a bit as well. This is mostly due to the bookings of the calendars again. Sometimes if people book in strange days, it really messes people up who want long-term bookings. The MG3. This one is $55 per day, the MG3. Once it loads up here, sorry my internet's terrible today. So far this year it's made 7,200, January 700, 600, so about 1,000. Had a big crash in May to August. It was off the road, hit a kangaroo, took out the front bumper, underside the car. So it took almost 4 months of missed earnings. I'm on the 90 insurance plan as well, so I had no earnings and it cost me $1,200 in excess. So it cost $1,200 and I made nothing for 4 months. So I've lost $4 grand in earnings. So it cost me $5,200 for the customer to crash that car. Make sure you're aware of that. September came back 1,200, 900, 1,200. So we're back. We're coming strong. Next car, the Mitsubishi ASX, the 2017. I bought this car for $8,000 off one of my customers who was leaving town, didn't want to do the repairs on this car, so I picked it up cheaper. And month 1 made $725, so a good start for that car. I have 2 of these. Another one is a white in a 2018. Could you believe it? The first time this was hired, someone crashed it into a tree going into a car park. So I've missed potentially 3,000 in earnings, and it cost me 1,200 in excess. And the insurance on this cost me about an extra $2,000 as well because of a disagreement with the insurance. But we'll get to that later on. So I'm probably 5 grand in the hole here. Came back 1,500 and 1,200 in December. So all good. It'll work itself out in the end. And this one here, which is the #1 car in my fleet, the most consistent earner. The highest earner as well, it's made almost $15,000 this year. The Mitsubishi Outlander, it's a 7-seater, it's a 2020 as well. You can see here it consistently makes around $1,200 to $1,400 per month, every single month. November 15, October 15, September 18. So a few little ups and downs, but generally it's around that $1,500 per month. That's a great income for that car. And then last car, the Toyota Corolla, which I just listed yesterday and got booked tomorrow for 2-day booking. So there you go. So that's a bit of a back end into all the vehicles there. So November had us our record month, which will be 12 almost $13,000. We didn't have that missed booking as well. So almost $13,000 for 10 cars. So it's over $1,000 per car per month, which has always been the goal for me. I want to hit that $1,000 per car per month. And I think that's where the highest profitability per car can be. Again, I have no overheads. I've only just hired someone to help out with cleaning the cars as well. It'll take a bit of pressure off my hours because we do early morning pickups, late night pickups, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, including the airport as well. So I think December should be interesting. I'd like to crack that 15K month in December. Obviously, I bumped the earnings up. I bumped all the bookings up 20% in December, so we'll see how that ends up as well. Whether that utilization will drop because the prices are higher or not, I don't know. We'll see. Last December, I couldn't really judge off that because December, January last year, I had the kids' school holidays. My wife and I were both working here full-time in our main business, so we didn't have the ability to do airport pickups and drop-offs, which is a big chunk of our business. So we didn't do very well December, January last year, but this year available the whole time. So we'll see how that pans out. So there you go, a bit of a recap for the Turo earnings for November. One other thing I might show you as well is when you're a power host, you get access to a few more details in the back end here, which I'll show you if my internet's going to play ball. It doesn't look like it's going to. Maybe it will. Nope, here it goes. So when you're a power host, you get access to some back-end data as well, which I'll quickly show you through here. So this gives us an idea of the current months. This is November, the earnings per car, the earnings per day, median price, utilization per car, car page views, conversion. It gives you a good rundown of where you are. And then you can go by ratings, the trends. Some really good insight there once you get to power host status, and you can go month by month, and you can see here these my there you go, lifetime earnings 98,777. So my overall utilization, so you can see some good data recently with the more cars available, higher views, higher earnings, so some good data there. So once you get to it, so it's definitely worthwhile striving to get to that status because you get some more insight here. The thing I'm interested in here is this 70% average utilization. I think the market should run about 40-45%. So that's really comes into two things. My prices are too cheap or I don't have enough vehicles. So one thing I'm going to do, I'm stacking up more vehicles and I'll start increasing the prices on a couple of cars slightly just to try to tinker with it and see if it's going to impact the profitability of the business. I'm not quite sure. We'll play with that as we go. You can see that average earnings per vehicle, 1,266. Very, very strong. So there's a bit of insight there for you as well. So I hope that helped. If you have any more questions, please reach out in the comments. Happy to help as much as I can. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.